Hi, Malia. Okay. So let's do a general reading for Malia. Let's see where Malia is at. So what's at the heart of the reading? What's at the heart of the reading? What's the challenge? What's in the subconscious energy? What's in the past? Damn. Oh my gosh, again. What's in the present energy? Wow, okay, what's, God, I wonder if I should stop here. Okay. Wow, okay. I'm gonna start talking about these cards and then I'm gonna continue on, but there's so much like information packed in here that it's just hard to it's hard to keep going. Okay, so the heart of your reading, you have, there's a part of you that is in a very strong position. You're really going kind of more within and trusting your intuition. At the same time, it looks like there's been a pause in some sort of plan that you had started. So this is, I don't know what the plan is, but it's still in the beginning stages and it looks like you have paused or there's become like a challenge that's keeping it from moving forward. And in your challenge position, you have the World in reverse, which is telling me that there's something that's unfinished. There's still, yeah, it's almost like, God. What's crazy is that in your present energy, you have this very loving, a very loving energy that you are holding. Gosh, if it's not you, it's somebody very close to you that's around you. This is a water sign. It could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, or this is you. And this person is really influencing you right now. And again, if it's not, I don't know why I normally see these cards as more of like in a normal reading, I would see this as you. But for some reason, I feel like it's not. It could be though. It could, if it's you, this is you really coming into a position of being very loving and caring. At the same time, there's still a lack of clarity on your end here, where you're feeling like you don't have clarity around a certain thing. In the past, this could have been you kind of going against a certain like rule or establishment that has been set in place. I kind of see this as almost like a rebellion against something. So maybe you were rebelling against something, or if it's not rebelling, it's almost like kind of going against something that has already been established. Let's get, yeah, this could have been, it could have been, because we have the Knight of Wands here too. There could have been it looks like an impulsive decision almost. Like this could have been an impulsive decision. There could have been a lot of confusion surrounding it, and maybe it brought this situation, the Three of Cups in reverse. It looks like, to me, if I would have seen these 4 cards alone together, I would say that there's something that's kind of almost an impulsive action, or either it's kind of like you're not really caring anymore about this, these rules that have been set in place, or this establishment. But with that comes a little bit of confusion, and there are a lot of options that are opening up here. But also, this could be an overindulgence in something. And this is all past energy that has affected the present and this outcome. So this would all kind of like have to do with each other. And so this past energy that's affecting it, it's whatever it is that was kind of going against something. And then there were a lot of options that were presented. You know, this could just mean that there are so many options that you're having a hard time choosing. But then there is some sort of overindulgence, or this could even be not coming together in some way. And so that's what left things unfinished here. Or there is, at least this is a challenge, is that something's left unfinished. Maybe you think it's not fair. What's the Justice in reverse? Wow. Okay, so this, in your subconscious energy, you have the Justice in reverse, and then I pulled another card to kind of like clarify it. And you got the Justice in the upright. And so then you have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So this again would tell me, it would coincide with this, where it's a plan that, it's like there's a reason for this plan to be finished. And in your subconscious, it almost kind of reminds me of like it needs to be balanced out, or it needs to be made fair. But that right now there's a lack of planning around it. There's also this no clarity, but it looks like you're coming at it from a position of feeling very loving or maternal. The Queen of Cups is a very maternal card. And this is unfinished here. And then here we have you really, it's a card of you trusting your intuition, but at the same time using your, I kind of like associate it with somebody who's going in and out, like in between their subconscious energy and their conscious energy. And so this is somebody who is kind of going in and out. So really putting all of the pieces together, kind of gathering facts. At the same time, this is a very, there's a rift in the plan. And it's almost like it was a new idea or like a new plan. And right now it's like there's no clarity around it, or But it's like, this is something that you feel like you deserve to have. But it's just, and it's like you're, wow, okay. It's almost like you feel like this is what you should be doing right now. Your intuition is kind of telling me, Peach, oh, sorry, Peach. Your intuition is kind of telling you that this is what you should be doing right now. But at the same time, and that's where this justice situation comes in. So it's like, I think you are thinking, like, I almost, like, come here, Peach. Do you want to come sit with me for a sec? Okay, so it's almost like this is something that you feel like I don't know, when I say deserve, it's almost like not that intense. It's like, this is something that you feel like you should do. And then here we have this lack of planning. Here we have this lack of planning, or like this lack of like clarity around it. Like, how do I get this moving? But there is this energy here of this impulsiveness to start it. So maybe you had tried to do this in the past and then like came up against all of these things. That could be too. Okay, so what's in the near future? What's in the near future? Wow, the Knight of Wands again. Wow, that is crazy. Okay, so there is an aspect to this also of, there's an impulsive energy. So the Knight of Wands came out again. This is the third time. So this is a very impulsive idea that you've had. And it's something that you're very passionate about and you really want to move towards it. The problem with the Knight of Wands energy is that there is a very, with the like passion that you put towards it, there's also a lagging of it. And so it comes with both of those energies. So it's like sometimes you feel really excited about doing something, and then other times you feel not excited about doing it. And so that, it looks like that's kind of the energy that has been here. Maybe in the past it affected a little bit more. Maybe now you have more of your footing, and so you can kind of move forward with it in a less like chaotic way. But at the same time, you may be reaching for something that is, it's not quite there yet. Like you're almost not ready to have it yet. Because the King of Pentacles in reverse is at the bottom of this deck. And so that kind of makes me think that it's something that, usually this card is like an over materialistic type energy where they like want more than they can have. But with like compared or combined with this, it almost has me feeling more like maybe it's just not ready yet. Because then there's the Knight of Pentacles. I think the planning stage is still not there, but the initial like passion for it is there. So this could have been an idea that you have had in the past, and now that you are in a different place, or like kind of in more of a better place to make this happen, you are kind of starting the planning of it. Or maybe you're more coming into the realization, that would be this, because you're in a very stable place here in your emotions. It's like now you're coming into the kind of realization that the planning for it is a little off, or it just hasn't like combined enough yet to really make it happen. And maybe you don't have enough money for it, or enough energy, because this card is about the physical aspects of your life. So it can be money, it can be the effort that you're putting into things, or it can be like the resources that you need. And so maybe this card being in reverse is just saying that you don't have everything yet for it. What's the advice? Okay, so to me, this would tell me you have the Ten of Wands for your advice. And this would tell me, let me see the bottom. Yeah, there's still some sort of burden that you're carrying with you through this that you need to let go of. I don't know. And I think that this is starting to be let go of. If it was in the reverse, it would say that it's not being let go of. Because it's in the upright, it's kind of saying that like you're finally starting to let go of this burden. And the burden could be that you're not getting a victory in another area. So why is the Ten of Wands here? Okay, give me one more. Why is the Ten of Wands here? Exactly. So it's like saying that there's this burden that you are carrying with you, and it's almost like the burden is that you may feel like you don't know enough about this, because in my mind it's almost like saying the Page of Pentacles in the upright is normally a learning card, and this is somebody who's very like excited to learn something. And so you have the Strength, you have the Ten of Wands, and you have the Page of Pentacles. And so that's telling me that there is something that you're carrying with you. I think because of it, you're gaining a bit of strength to take this part on, whatever this part is. So maybe it's that you haven't learned enough about it, and now you're kind of letting go of other things in order to maybe make time for this, whatever this is, to learn more about it, or to just like see how it would fit in, or whatever it is. What are the incoming energies? Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, so I love tarot so much. I absolutely love it. So your incoming energies, you have the Four of Wands, and you have the Page of Pentacles in the upright, which right here you have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, and this is in your advice. So right now your incoming energies are, you have this stability, and this could even mean that you have like, on a very like simple level, this could talk about an event or like a celebration of some kind, but on another level it can also talk about your home, and so maybe this is you moving homes, or it can talk about, I see this as like a very stable home life, or like a very stable family life, like finally working and like finally coming into the balance. And so your incoming energies are feeling very stable in this environment. And then it's like, now you're becoming this Page of Pentacles character. So it's like, you're really taking on this energy of being a learner and really learning about what it is that you're planning next. So the inspiration is here for sure. But then it's just the knowledge that has to come in on how to do something, and then you can move into this planning stage. What are Malia's hopes and fears? What are her hopes and fears? Pearl? Pearl? Pearly? Come here, Pearl. These kitties are too much. Pearl is rubbing on the tripod, so if it starts to move, that's what it is. Okay, what are Malia's hopes and fears? Wow, this is the second time the Temperance has come out. In reverse. So your hopes and fears, you have the Wheel of Fortune. I'm gonna pull one more. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Okay, flew out. Wow. Oh, and look at it. Okay. So this is a choice, and it's something that you are very passionate about. You're hopeful that this is the right thing to do. And your fears, you have the Wheel of Fortune here and you have the Wheel of Fortune here in reverse. So it's almost like you're hopeful that the moves that you're making are the right ones in the right time. This talks about choice. And this choice, whatever is involved in this choice, it's important that there's like this union involved, this like important union. But again, this is you being very stable in your choice, like very passionate about it, very full power. But at the same time, there's this fear of this like imbalance, or like, I don't know. That one's kind of hard because it's like there's almost a fear that it's gonna cause imbalance, or it's like not the right move to make. What's the outcome? How do these energies resolve? Okay, why is the Five of Pentacles in reverse here? It's almost like, oh my gosh, it's almost like there's, oh my gosh, okay. So I don't know if you can, okay, so we have the Judgment card in reverse, and then we have the Two of Swords in reverse. Both of these cards to me are about making a final decision, and like finally going with it. And in your outcome, it's so interesting because it's like you have this Five of Pentacles in reverse here, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Four of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. So it's almost, to me, this has a feel of, it's like you're returning back to this idea, this old idea, or this old plan, or it's something that you have thought of before that you may have felt very disappointed by. You could have left it behind, or you could have, I don't know, whatever happened, it got left behind, and now it's like you're not holding back anymore. And it's like, it's almost like it's led you to a place where you felt very disappointed with all of the other options around you. And so now you're kind of just like letting it all go and doing it. And then whatever it is that you're doing, to me, this looks a lot like something to do with your stability, like your money. But, or like it's something very solid, either that, or there's like you're an earth sign, or whoever is involved with this is an earth sign. This is like very, earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This situation to me is either like work, or there's somebody of this sign involved, because it's like you're emotionally not really satisfied with the options that are being presented to you, that have to do with your home life or like your stability, or this is like all about home life. And then that leads you to a place of this new beginning. So there's like this new start. And this can be like a new start in finances. It can be a new start in, it's just like your stability. But you have so much of this like earth energy, this pentacle energy. And so it's like there was something that was started that was left behind. But now it's like you're not really holding things, like you're not really holding back anymore. It's kind of like you're just doing it. And then I think it's because of like this dissatisfaction with whatever, like, and this is more emotional. And it's about your stability or your security. And it's about, and the outcome, how these energies resolve is you kind of starting something new here. And so this is more of this, and even with the Judgment card, this is something that's being resurrected. But at the same time, it's like there's this plan back here. It's like it didn't work out. Maybe it was because it wasn't like accepted as much. It was almost kind of going against what people were like, maybe, I don't know, advising. What's the advice for Malia? What's the advice and guidance? Okay, so this says your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. I'm going to read more meanings of this card in a second, but I would just like to say that blows my mind. So the cards that I see that are like associated with that, here, 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 these two, crazy. So various meanings of this card can be to spend time alone, give yourself permission to play, ask for your needs to be met, make your own decision, work with cats. That is actually crazy. Pay attention to your pet feline or get a new cat. So weird because these cats have been literally all over here, but I wonder why it says cat. Oh, because this card is about being fiercely independent. Yet you also need affection and playful companions. So now is the time to balance your social interactions with solitude. While you may ask others for their opinions, ultimately you must make your own decisions. Your freedom and independence are top priorities. So this card talks about your own decisions too. So ensure that these characteristics are nurtured. Wow, that's cool. Oh, so this card is like about an Egyptian goddess who transforms into a cat. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, and look at here at the bottom of the deck. Wow. See, I absolutely love tarot. Okay, so, and even at the bottom of the deck, we have you making this decision, and it's a very quick decision. But there's something that you have to let go of here too, in order for you to take this risk. It almost seems like there's a risk involved with starting this new thing. But then this, I see this, a lot of times the Queen of Wands can be wearing a mask, so it could be something that you haven't spoken about, especially with the Ace of Swords in reverse. This could be something that you haven't fully spoken about too. But it looks like here you're kind of coming into your own power by dropping this burden, whatever the burden is. And then it's like there's this learning process that happens, or that you know needs to happen, and then it does happen. Or maybe you allow it to happen for yourself. Because here the planning is just not like moving, or it's not moving along. And then back here there's confusion about it. Maybe there's confusion about trying to figure out who to come together with to make it happen too. That could be too. Okay, well, let me know what you think. I hope I don't know, I hope you got something from it. I have to go to the bathroom so bad right now. And this is Peach's like third time going to the bathroom. It's ridiculous. Okay, Malia, I hope you have a good night. I hope that you watch this and tell me what you think about it. Okay, bye-bye.